take a look at this letter from the DOJ that was filed late last night. It says, "Dear Judge Engelmeyer, this is a criminal case with two parties, the government and defendant Ghislaine Maxwell, that is long since over. Accordingly, the only issues pending before this court is a resolution of Maxwell's collateral challenge to her conviction and sentence, and this court's supervision, enforcement, and or modification of a protective order that Judge Nathan issued years ago with respect to discovery materials that the government provided to Maxwell, determining what the government may make public without violating the protective order." Pause there for a second. That's not true. The government made a request of Judge Engelmeyer to release the grand jury transcripts. So do you not remember doing that, government? So it's not just about those two issues. The government affirmatively said, release the grand jury transcripts in Ghislaine. In response, Judge Engelmeyer said, okay, the Epstein Transparency Act has passed. Let me make sure that you're going to be producing all these records. So what records are you going to be producing? The DOJ in a document then listed the records it was going to be producing, which it has failed to produce. And it said, we will produce this on the 19th. Then the court said, great. The court also said, you've re-traumatized victims by the way you've handled this, but you're assuring me you're going to comply with the Epstein Transparency Act. Therefore, we'll release the grand jury transcripts. But the court said the grand jury transcripts aren't going to be informative of anything at all. They're actually relatively small and meaningless when it comes to what the actual Epstein files are. But anyway, we'll make that available because you promised you would make the other documents available, to which the DOJ then lied. Just take a look at this fact sheet right here, because I want to show you that the DOJ defames the court also. And this was a fact sheet. It says fact sheet, the Epstein files release. Thanks to the court seals being lifted as a result of Trump enacting the Epstein Transparency Act, the Department of Justice is releasing thousands of pages of photos and other material related to Epstein. Why is this being released now? Prior to Trump's enactment of the Epstein Transparency Act, various judges had declined the Trump department's request to unseal Epstein-related material. The enactment of the new law gave the judges a real legal predicate they found sufficient for granting the Trump administration's standing request before the courts to unseal the files. How much more material can we expect to be released? The Department of Justice has hundreds of thousands of pages of material to release, including material that must comply with court orders.